Alrighty guys, so first things first, when it comes to lashes, if you're starting off, you want to get something simple just because the thicker you go on the band, it does get a little bit more harder to put them on. So I would suggest doing something simple first and then to something that's a little bit more complex. So first off, I'm going to use Ardell Demi Wispies. Now, these ones are, this one came in a 2-pack, but, and I've already used the ones on the top here, but Ardell lashes are really nice. So I love to stock up on these lashes, especially if you go to Ulta or even Target, they have these that are not that expensive. They have a sale going on, so I would suggest if you know about any sale and you want to stock up, definitely look into getting some Ardell lashes. Again, these are the Demi Wispy ones, and we're going to be using these today. So first things first, they do come in like this. So pretty much the way that you would use it is they go like this on your lashes. So this is going to be on the left side, this is going to be on the right side. So it's pretty much like you're applying them on this way. So when you take these off, you want to go ahead and use some tweezers to pull them off, but softly, just because you don't want to mess them up. I always start from the corner and then go inward. So I'll go in and just kind of slowly start to take them off. So there's one. I suggest for you guys to start from the outer end instead of the inner end, just because if anything, you'll probably end up having to cut some of the outer end off instead of the inner side. So just always try to go for the outside first and then just pull it out gently. So these are the lashes. So what you would want to do is you pretty much just want to try them on first and see how they're gonna look. So most of the time you'll have a really long band here, and if you put it on, apply just like this, you may be able to feel comfortable with it, or it may just be poking you because it's too long. So always keep that in mind as you want to make sure you cut this. So what you want to do is put this on your eyes and then just kind of see where you need to cut off any. Now, if you need to cut off anything, you just want to start from this edge here. You don't want to go in from the inside here. Now, the reason why you don't want to cut from the inside is because this is inner part. If you start cutting this off from this side, because as you can see, it kind of goes from small and then goes up to the big side. So if you start cutting here and here and here and here, you'll start pretty much starting off like where it's long, and then all of it is long, and then it doesn't look as natural. So you just want to make sure you keep this end side. So keep the small side still. Now, I don't necessarily have to cut a lot of this off just because this is like a good size for me. So I'm just going to cut a little bit off, just a tiny bit right on the edge here. So the way that I'm going to cut it off is I'm going to use just small scissors here. Yay much off. So just a tiny bit for me. Again, it's all up to you and how you feel comfortable and how much you should be cutting off. That's up to you. But again, I'm just cutting the edge off. I'm not going to cut the inside out. Glue that I use and that really works well for me is the Duo glue. All the Duo brands, to be honest with you, are all good. Like I've used the one that's like the darker adhesive. There's some that don't have the brush on, have the brush on. Again, they're all pretty good. And then this one, I like this one just because it does come with the brush. So this one does come with the brush, so it just makes it a little bit easier to apply that lash. So what you would do is you would just put in a small amount around. You're gonna wait about 20 seconds or so, and then you're just gonna put the lashes on. Now, when you put the lashes on, you want to go ahead and use some tweezers, any pair of tweezers. So I'm gonna be using this to apply the lashes. I'm also going to show you guys how I clean my lashes. So first things first, you can get like a tissue paper, or you can use just a paper towel or a cotton pad, it's up to you, but I just grabbed this off of my counter here, so I'm gonna go ahead and just use this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with, these are other lashes that I have around the house. So just to let you guys know, this is one of the House of Lashes like lash kit holder. This is pretty cool because you can hold up to 3 lashes here. It does come with a mirror, so that's pretty cool. And then it also comes with another little compartment down here. So this compartment is where you could put your glue and put in my glue. So for example, I can actually fit my duo glue in here, and if it's pretty good on here, now I can also even put in my pair of tweezers in there as well, and it all fits in this compartment. So this is pretty cool. I do use this when I travel because it just makes it easier for me. So you could just put your stuff in there. So again, this is pretty neat. You could do that. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna just grab these lashes here that I've used. And what you wanna start off first with doing is you want to take off any excess glue, because sometimes you could see that there's like big globs of glue here. So you could just take it off by just slowly holding onto it and then just pulling it off. See how that's the glue? That's all the glue. You can clean it off gently like that and just start taking off all the glue. Do I clean these every so often? Not really. I mainly just take off those big chunks and I wear them, and I continue to wear them until they're no good. So now what I'm going to do is clean off any of the mascara that might be on the lashes. Use this Sephora. This is the waterproof eye makeup remover. I'm going to go ahead and shake it. And I'm just going to use a cotton swab. A little bit there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and clean off any of the mascara that I might have. So then you just let them dry out, and then once they're dry, then you can just put them back in your case or wherever you're keeping them, and they're nice and clean. So that's how you would clean them. Alrighty, so now as I was explaining how to put on your lashes, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the lashes on. But before I do that, you want to make sure you have a mirror, kind of like this one. This is one of those folding mirrors. And I want to make sure I'm putting up my mirror upright like this so I can see directly downwards. So I have enough room to see how I'm going to be putting on my lashes. So I'm going to tilt it. Before I do put on the lashes, I'm going to go ahead and put in some mascara. And the mascara that I'm going to be using is Sephora one. This is the Lash Craft, the Big Volume mascara. And I'm just going to go ahead and put some on my lashes. I'm going to go in now with the glue and apply it onto the lashes as I was explaining. So we're going to grab some of this glue. Some of the glue, and again you're just putting it on here. Alrighty, so now I have the glue on there. I'm gonna let it just get a little tacky and then I'll put them on. Go ahead and use my tweezers to apply it, and again you're gonna be looking down, that way you have a good angle to be able to put those lashes on. So now that I have the angle and I'm looking downwards on my mirror, I'm gonna go in and put on the lashes. So I'm just gonna set it down. And then I'm gonna start off with the edge and I'm just gonna press it in. So, and then going to the edge. In and just squish it all together, squishing my lashes and the fake lashes together. So you can keep playing with that. You can keep like squishing them together so it all evens out and it's all on there. So as you can see, this one is done and this one doesn't have the lashes. You could definitely tell that there's lashes here and then there's nothing on this eye. So we're gonna go ahead and do the other eye as well. Okay, so this one is still drying. So while this one dries, I'm gonna show you guys. So sometimes on the inner end, you can see that it kind of starts way up here and there's like a gap missing right there. So what you can do is just get a little bit of eyeliner and just fill in that spot so it all matches. So what you would do is just grab any type of little liner or pencil or something that you could just kind of shade in that beginning part. And just kind of shade that little part so it connects. Also do is sometimes the glue, you could kind of see some of the white spots or the clear, whatever type of glue you have on, you can see it right in that line. You can also get your eyeliner and just kind of go over it on the top, hide all those spots there. And you can also do a liner above it too. So you can just go in there and just put some on the top, so then that way it all blends in. So there you go, guys. As you can see, these are the lashes that I'm wearing today. These are the Ardell ones, the demi wispies. These are the simple lashes that you could just throw on, and once you get comfortable in doing them, you can start putting them on and it'll become easy that then you can move and start using other lashes that are going to be a little bit more harder to do. These are the cocoa lashes. As you can see, they're so thick. They're so thick that it is sometimes a little challenging to put these kind of lashes on, but once you start again getting in the habit of putting on your lashes, you could start going into putting in more lashes with bigger bands, bigger lashes, and it will make it easier for you to apply those on. But the main thing is just making sure that you feel comfortable too, because if you have these lashes and you are putting on some lashes that you don't feel comfortable with because you feel like they're too big or you don't feel comfortable with it, take them off, adjust it, get other pairs that are going to make you feel a little bit more comfortable using, because at the end of the day, it's how comfortable you feel. So just keep that in mind. Again, these are just easy lashes. That's why I'm in love with, I love all the Ardell lashes. They're so good. And the Ardell lashes that I showed you guys, the demi wispies, these ones you can get them anywhere, even like drugstores, Target, CVS, like anywhere you can pretty much get them. And they're not as expensive as other eyelashes, and these ones are they pretty much look natural. If, like, for example, these ones you can't really tell the difference. If I move to the side, maybe you guys can see the lashes this way, but other than that, they pretty much look like they're more natural. So I hope you guys subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you can see any upcoming videos that I'm going to be filming next.